Alright, welcome. This is an introduction for the points activity here for today. This first problem is worth 2 points, and it says a cell phone company charges a monthly rate of $12.95 and 25 cents a minute per call. The bill for n minutes is $21.20. Write an algebraic equation and solve it. So first, we need to decide what x is equal to. I always try that first. So I'm going to take my pen and bring it over here, and I'm going to write the x is equal to minutes. You guys could use m there if you'd prefer, but it's minutes per call. So use m or x. You may recall that earlier in the week we talked about using a part plus a part equals a whole kind of equation setup. We're going to be doing that here. So we have a part plus a part is equal to our total. So remember to label underneath them what they stand for so you guys can keep track of what they are. So the total that they give us here is the $21.20. So I'm going to put that there. Then they're also telling us that there's like a monthly rate charge. Whoops. Let's bring that out. They're telling us that there is a monthly rate right here. Okay, so we're going to be putting right here MR for monthly rate. And the monthly rate is the $12.95 that they're charging per month. And then it also talks about how they're going to be charging a certain amount per call. So you guys would label this part the call per call. And so you'd be putting 0.25 because it's 25 cents per call. And once again, remember we let m or x equal for the number of minutes. So you would put either an m or an x right here, and then you go through and solve this equation. As you guys recall, for like the onion method, you would start by circling the x. So let me grab a different color and show that. So let's do orange right here. Okay, so we'd start by circling our x. Whoops, that didn't show up orange. Let's change that. Okay, start by circling our x, and then our 25x, and then everything outside of that. We would draw our fence, and we'd start in the outmost layer. So to get rid of our $12.95, it's implied that there's an addition sign in front of that. So we're going to be subtracting that on both sides. So you guys should pull out your calculator and plug that in and see if you get the same thing as I do. And remember to show that it cancels off, that it crosses off, and then to rewrite the problem so you can keep track of everything. So you should have 0.25x is equal to whatever that is. So let me pull out my calculator and see. So we'll have 21.20 minus 12.95, and I'm getting 8.25 in my calculator. So then I'd write right here 0.25. And now remember, if there is a number next to a letter, it's implied that there is a multiplication going on right there. And so I can draw in my multiplication dot to remember that that's there. And then I'm going to be getting rid of it by dividing by both sides, because that's the opposite. So I'll divide by 0.25 on both sides, and that'll be my final answer for x. So make sure you show all of your steps so it's really clear. Hopefully your handwriting's better than mine. Cross this off, and you're going to be left with your final answer of x equals to, and I'll type that in my calculator. And you're getting 8.25 divided by 0.25, and that gives you 33. So x equals 33. Now we need to analyze what this means in context right here. What did we just solve? So 33 what? Well, remember before we wrote that x or m was equal to the number of minutes. So we just found that there's going to be 33 minutes. That's going to make this total charge come up to the $21.20. Hopefully that helps for this problem. I'll do a couple more in some separate videos.